This is Fantasy Banter HQ. Bold takes, sharp analysis, and zero filters.
Look who decided to join us. We got Stump. We got Stump here, and he decided to take on the guru role from the NFL Junkie. And me and Shebass will probably provide a lot of really helpful analysis as well. But
for sure,
we'll see how this goes, though. You know, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like I know everything. I know so much that I can't even really get all of it out of my brain. My brain is packed. So, we're gonna pretend like I don't have one league where I'm like literally 1 in 3. I mean, I'm pretty positive that I was gonna win the league in our auction league, and I had everyone go down. Neighbors went down. James Conner went down.
Trey Benson after.
Benson went down after, even though I handcuffed James Conner. So I think I'm done in that league, dude. I think I'm cooked. I think you're changing
bad luck.
Huh?
Definitely been a rough year for some of the top guys being injured.
Yeah.
Cory, who else do you have on that team?
Who else do I have on that team?
Yeah, just so I know who's going to be injured next.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're gonna want to know. I should probably tell you guys because it's literally I'm just done. And this was one of the leagues where I was excited because I had a bunch of wide receivers, and like I ended up drafting like Marvin Harrison Jr., who is doing nothing. I got Nick Chubb on that team, which means that I'm really cooked. Oh, I got Tracy on that team. He's on my IR.
Oh yeah. Went down.
So my running backs are ugly, man. They're real ugly. It's Pacheco and Nick Chubb. Those are my 2 running backs now. That's what I'm down to.
And you got Mixon coming back, right? He's going to be coming back in a few weeks.
I'm done, man. I'm not even going to be able to field the squad.
Dang. Is there anybody out there in the waiver wire?
No, dude.
No?
These are professional. These are OG leagues. These are unlike those scrub leagues that you get in. Like, I love the fact that I'm in one league where I was able to pick up Judkins off the waiver wire for like basically, for $0.
Nothing. Yeah.
Like going into week 3, I picked them up. It's like
week 3?
Yeah, going into week 3 is when I picked them up. It's like now I got now in the leagues that a lot of us are in together. It's like there'll be some dude that no one's ever heard of, and I'll just be like, oh, let me see, this guy's next up after 2 people get injured, and I'll go search his name, and he'll be on like Stump's squad already. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? You had the same thought I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be quick to pick up any running backs that are worth anything.
Yeah.
All right, are you guys excited for the tomorrow morning's game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Shebass's Cleveland Browns? I'm just
No, I actually don't mind Cleveland. I used to cheer for them when I was a kid. So.
Oh, really?
And then they moved to Baltimore. So I don't know why I think when I was a kid I just liked the dog pound. So I got hooked on that.
I just feel like everything got weird when they brought back the elf. Like I don't know what that means. I don't get it.
It's true.
Like
Came
before,
back to
I thought they
Earth.
were being lazy just because they had like a big orange helmet like in the middle of their field. I'm like, gosh, these guys are lazy. They can't think of anything. Now they brought in the elf. I'm like, this is worse. I don't understand what's going on.
I don't even. Was that even a thing back in the day though? Was that
I don't know.
Logo?
I don't know. I just wanted to pretend like I was smart, so I said bring back. I mean, if that's new, that's even worse. So they just like invented that in the last couple of years.
Might be. Yeah,
like it has.
I like the all brown jerseys they wore when they played the Packers. Those were sweet with the brown helmet, brown everything. Those look good.
Have you seen the Packers? Have you seen the Packers leather helmets?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think those are kind of cool looking.
Yeah. I agree.
No, guys, it's the Packers. Anything
I
Wisconsin,
know.
it's
It's
terrible.
tough.
It'd be better
the
for the
Brewers
different team, man.
Tough to compliment that team for sure. Do you guys think that the Vikings can pull off a win against the Browns?
I do.
Yeah, I do. I think they're very evenly matched. They both have really good defenses and shitty offenses. So
yeah,
I think it would be.
Yeah,
but our offense actually moves down the field though. Like the Vikings offense actually moves. Like Carson Wentz had 350 yards last week. Like literally, was there a quarterback that had more yards than him last week? Like
Stafford.
Okay, because he had
that's about it though.
Yards last week, and Justin Jefferson had 11 catches, and Jordan Addison had an 80-yard almost touchdown caught by a linebacker from behind, which ain't gonna happen this week because he's actually got probably his conditioning back. So think about it. As much as we don't have an offense, we say, dude, we put up massive fantasy numbers last week. It was fantastic. I actually put Jordan Addison in.
Last week you did?
No, I put him in this week based on last week's results.
And
the fact that everyone else was injured.
That linebacker had like a 4.3 40, I think, at the combine.
He had.
I mean, the dude's not slow. 4.43. I mean, that's fast for a linebacker.
Shebass, you're blowing up everything I'm saying. Okay, I don't want science. I'm not talking about science here. Okay. We're gonna talk about Minnesota Cleveland here. In this game, are you concerned at all about the Vikings run game?
Yes.
Okay. Are you starting Jordan Mason? If you have, because I haven't.
I would really try to get away from him if possible, but like with buys and injuries, it might be kind of tough. I think that, lower your expectations on what he's going to get. Hopefully they can get to the 2-yard line and he can punch one in.
That's pretty much what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a couple touchdowns from Jordan Mason. I'm not expecting a huge game. The Vikings just unveiled their secret weapon, whoever this guy running back Scott is, last week. So we'll see what kind of role that guy has. Because I was joking last week that I literally have never heard of this guy.
He's actually questionable to play.
Oh,
is he really?
He's questionable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Myles Garrett, didn't he pop up as a not practice on like
I would
Wednesday
love it
or
if
something?
he didn't play.
I thought I saw him not practice.
I think I'm gonna play. I still got to play Jordan Mason. I don't really have any other options. Justin Jefferson, is he impacted at all? Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. I'm playing both of those guys. I really do think that.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pass, and I also feel like it doesn't really matter when Wentz is in. These guys are gonna get targets because he's just a gunslinger, man. That's why he throws 2 picks a game. He tosses that rock.
I would say that both of the wide receivers are playable, but I'm really concerned about the Vikings offense with the injuries on the line. So hopefully we kind of change our game plan and have some quick passes out to both of those guys.
Vikings defense against a rookie quarterback. Sneaky play.
Top D.
Sneaky play. I don't think they're out there in any league because they are one of the top defenses. And so I'm going to put them in the league. I have them.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to have some defensive plays against Gabriel. We're going to confuse him. He's not going to know what hit him. I give Gabriel 5 games, and then at some point we're going to see Shedeur towards the end of the season, I believe.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. I was actually shocked that they decided to throw Gabriel in there, going across the pond, and then.
Well, I think they realize they're wasting precious time. They have these 2 rookie quarterbacks that they can't even see what they have because they're playing Joe Flacco, which literally was drafted alongside Matt Ryan. That's how long ago the dude was drafted.
Yeah. Well, like why didn't you make the change last week, or why didn't you wait till next week? Why would you wait till
the reason why they didn't wait till next week is because they didn't make the change last week. So they're like, we're running out of time.
That's true.
Do it now. Panic.
Pretty much. Judkins. How do you guys feel about Judkins in this game?
I think Judkins is a play. The Vikings defense has struggled against the run, so I think that's going to be their main way to move the ball. So,
and I don't really love any of the Browns wide receivers. I got Judy in a league that I pretty much have to play him in, and I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, I think if you have those guys and you have other options, you should kind of wait and see a couple weeks who he feels most comfortable throwing the ball to. I think the tight ends both might get a handful of targets each every game.
I really hope
because they're going to be the quick outs.
What's going on with Houston and Baltimore? They're both 1-3. I got Baltimore winning this game for sure, but what's up with their records? I mean, I think all of us thought that they'd be doing better than this. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, for sure.
What's the status of Lamar Jackson going into this week?
He's out.
Okay.
Yeah, and their defense is just completely demolished by injuries as well. So, and they haven't looked good this whole year, the defense. I would say
you got Texans?
Yeah, I think I have the Texans.
Who do you got, Shebass?
Which game is it? Sorry, it froze up on me.
Ravens, Texans.
Oh, Texans.
Right.
You got Cooper Rush in at quarterback.
That's
dude, the Ravens season is done. I
think so too.
You don't think that Cooper Rush can complete some passes though? I think he could.
No. He might be able to complete some passes. Maybe
he was a great Cowboys
mix of the Ravens. Yeah, a mix of the Ravens and the other team.
He was a great Cowboys backup, and the Texans have been playing horrifically.
Great.
Yeah, he was always good when he came in for that first week, and then that's the second week that he was there, he sucked. Yeah. And then that third week, he sucked.
Bruce is like the definition of a backup quarterback.
Yeah, I mean he's serviceable, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I think the Texans D is a really good play this week against him.
Yeah,
and their defense is they're really good, and with having the fact that they're kind of starting to get a run game in Houston with Woody Marks, I think that's a good sign for them to probably take this game down.
Yep, okay. Agreed.
Do you think Woody Marks is are you confident with the Woody Marks start this week?
I would be.
Yeah, I mean he's slowly taking more percentage of the runs.
I mean, he had a lot through the air last week, so I know that Shebass commended him for being a top receiving back in college, and he seemed to be a receiving back last weekend. So, I think that he's probably going to be that he's going to play that Jahmyr Gibbs role or whatever, that role where you come in and you don't get all the carries, but we're just kind of hoping that you break something long or you catch some balls out of the back. Game.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, definitely being a game changer. Something something else that you have to worry about when he's on the field, not just somebody that's gonna run through the holes, or I mean he can go out as a receiver and he's effective that way. So it's just something that you got to worry about.
Yep. So Nico Collins, still waiting for him to completely blow up, but everyone's starting him.
Yep.
They're starting Woody Marks. What about Nick Chubb in the leagues that you have to start him in, like my league? How do you feel about that?
I wouldn't feel real good about it. And not because it's you in your league.
Yeah. And if that's your only option, I mean,
my only option.
Maybe with me and you can get together and make a little deal happen, because you have a lot of wide receivers and I have a lot of running backs. So
yeah, little Marvin Harrison out there for you.
I'll take Marvin.
See what can be done.
Time for Stump to feast.
Yep. Baltimore side of the ball, are you scared for the receivers because of Cooper Rush, Zay Flowers?
Oh man, I think he's still going to get the ball. I don't know how you don't get the ball to Zay Flowers, but I wouldn't be too worried about it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where he's their best receiver, and he could just key in on the best guy out there rather than spreading the ball around like Lamar does. I mean, random guys are getting touchdowns and Lamar's in
Yeah,
there.
he might just key in on DeAndre Hopkins, though. You don't know who he's going to key in on, and that's the problem.
Yeah, but there's probably going to be a guy.
But I got Zay Flowers in my guillotine league, and we'll see if I can survive the week without getting chopped.
You know, like Andrews might be a good play because of him being in there. You know, somebody under distress a lot of times wants to check it down, and you're going to have a lot of those with Andrews in there.
That's true. Why do you think he's going to be in distress? You guys really hate Cooper Rush.
No, the Texans defense is just they're one of those teams that gets after the quarterback, and and Cooper Rush is a backup, so I think he's not good.
I'm picking him up. I also had Joe Flacco. I had Joe Flacco starting last week, so
I saw that.
New York Giants and New Orleans Saints. I think the Giants get their second win. I think Jackson Dart ends up being 2-0 in his NFL career. And Spencer Rattler continues to amaze me with the fact that he's putting up like a couple hundred yards passing, because I really expected him to be a backup and play like a backup. No Malik Neighbors. Wide receiver 1 for the Giants. Are you starting? Who are you starting?
I think I'm going to go with Wandale.
Wandale?
Yeah,
I picked up Slayton in multiple leagues. I picked up Slayton in multiple leagues just thinking, when you look at a depth chart, I know Slayton's an older guy, but he is second on depth chart.
Yeah, so. I think they're both going to be serviceable. It's one of those things where it's just like what you want to see what's going to happen before you have to start a guy. I mean, there's leagues where I'm starting Wandale just because I had Neighbors. But yeah, I would start either one of them.
We'll see. Looks like Tracy is doubtful, so another Scattaboo game. And playing Saints. I mean, I'm kind of excited about Scattaboo. He might save me in my guillotine league.
Yeah, no, he looks – the two of them, Jackson Dart and Scattaboo, they just bring a different vibe to the whole team. So I think that's good for the Giants.
Yep, agreed. They got that chemistry down too. That both rookies coming in together. I don't know if you guys have seen their videos and stuff that they do on social media, but they're funny to watch together.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I've not been.
Yeah, they have like that. Hey, you're my best friend chemistry going on. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
It's rare to find that, especially between two rookies like that.
Yeah, I mean, the three of us have that, but I mean, I didn't know that a lot of other people had that going on.
Yeah, when people start watching our podcast, it's contagious, right? And then if people feed off that,
yeah,
I think that's what's happening with those two. Yeah.
So I see New Orleans going with another loss. I see a Giants win. I see New Orleans going 0-5, and Spencer Rattler yet again working himself closer to being replaced by the number 1 overall pick in the 2026 NFL draft.
Well, they did just draft a quarterback this year too, so I would say that he probably is going to get some run soon if they keep losing.
Yeah, no, don't you remember all the who they even draft? I don't even know the guy's name, but
Tyler Schuff.
What's that?
Tyler Schuff.
Yeah, all the videos of Tyler Schuff just throwing these terrible passes at like a workout they had, and they're like, this is who the Saints drafted and passed on Shedeur Sanders.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I didn't even know who the guy was until they drafted him.
No, I didn't either.
And I watch a lot of college football, so
yeah.
It wasn't even on my radar.
You do some duck at somebody, and they're like, this is who they drafted to disrespect Shedeur Sanders. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. What's the point of throwing in a guy that you probably drafted? You drafted him just to spite Deion Sanders, and he had a worse NFL or college career than Spencer Rattler, and you're winless. I mean, I guess you could start him to see if he has something. But, yeah. I'm still going to be playing. Are you playing any of your Saints wide receivers, Nuts?
Yeah. I think for sure playing Olave. I think in desperate situations you can play Shaheed as well. He's getting some targets. But Olave for sure, he's been getting
Yeah.
tons of targets every week. He's just not getting a lot of yardage to go with them. So
Where do you rank Olave as a wide receiver?
I think Olave is probably like a low end 2, high end 3.
Okay. Would you rather play Wandale or Olave?
Olave.
And I assume Slayton as well, because you'd rather play Wandale over Slayton.
Yep.
Okay. Denver, Philly. I got Philly. I hate that I have Philly. I got Philly for sure.
Yeah. I agree with you.
They need to start throwing the ball a little bit, I think.
What's that?
They need to start throwing the ball over there.
You think Philly? Right now is the time to start doing that against Denver, though?
Dude, he had 0 passing yards in the whole second half last week. It's just crazy that they're playing this way when they have
NFL,
all.
It's an NFL team that's playing like this. They don't even have to pass.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's been his issue, though, isn't it? The last few years, like he's rushed a lot. I mean, that's the one thing. If you take a Eagles wide receiver, well, I mean, they're good wide receivers. You throw them on a different team with an actual passing quarterback.
Oh yeah.
Then they're gonna eat, right? You know, but you put a wide receiver. If you put Jefferson with Ertz, dude, his production goes way down. And it's just
funny though. Do you remember A.J. Brown had no production when he played for the Titans, and when he went over there, his production went through the roof.
Yeah.
And then they just like changed how they play. They Hurts is capable of throwing the ball.
Right. It's but all you like a guy like A.J. Brown, it's like Justin Jefferson, right? You just need to throw it in his area, let your receiver make a play, right? You don't even have to be that accurate. I mean, he can make a quarterback look like a stud if you just throw it in the area, you know?
Yeah, and they're just not using their passing game at all, but they're still winning. So it's like, what do you do with those guys? I mean, I would definitely look to start people over AJ Brown and Smith because they're just not getting the volume that it's necessary to, warrant where they're being ranked a lot of times. But it's hard. It's hard to sit those guys because look at AJ Brown in week 3. I mean, he had a huge game.
Yeah.
But if
I have to put him in. I mean, I drafted him as my number 1 wideout.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when he first came in the league, when he first got traded to the Eagles and he caught that ball and he mossed those 2 D-backs and then he looked at one and he pointed at him and he's on the ground. They're both on the ground and A.J. Brown was still standing and he points at him and he goes like this and he points at the other one and he goes like this. And then they drug tested him after that game, which I thought was hilarious.
That's funny. That's funny on the NFL and the NBA. Both of them do that. Like, hey, you weren't doing this stuff before. Like, what's going on here? We're gonna test you, just because you out-muscled somebody or you dunked on somebody. Like, what?
Yeah.
Why?
Anybody stick out on the Denver side of the ball for you guys that you guys are like, oh man, I really need to play this player this week?
No. I think that if you can get your hands on RJ Harvey in trade, I think he's starting to get more run. It might be possible to buy him low right now.
Okay. You heard it first from Stump.
Yep.
RJ Harvey, buy low candidate. Dallas Jets. I picked up Justin Fields in my guillotine. I put him right in. Picked him up for $3.
Yeah.
It was great. I did it while he was injured. Slid him in.
Man.
Yeah.
That's a good buy for $3 in a guillotine, though.
What's that?
That's a good buy for $3 in a guillotine.
I know. And so now I'm to the point where, because like the guy who has Lamar Jackson, there's a good chance he's going to lose this week because Lamar ain't playing, and Lamar's like putting up all the points for his team. And then there's the guy that has Josh Allen. He's in the bottom 2 every week so far, and so basically he'll have like 35 points, and Josh Allen will have like 27 of those 35 points. Like his team is trash. And so now when one of those QBs is available, I feel less likely to bid high on those QBs because I feel like Justin Fields is going to be a nice little plug-and-play guy that puts up 20-plus points a week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think as long as he's healthy, I think he's going to probably be a top 6, 7 quarterback.
So I'm going to use all my money, and I'm going to wait for like Christian McCaffrey or something to get eliminated. I'm going to spend like $600 on him. It's going to be awesome.
Let us know when you do that, because then we'll all go pick up Brian Robinson Jr.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice strategy. I like
it.
Yeah,
it actually is a smart strategy as well. In this game, Dallas Jets, if the NFL Junkies theories are correct, which is that anyone who plays the Cowboys is going to blow up in fantasy points, I am going to say that we're going to have some good games from Breece Hall.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Who am I thinking of here?
Garrett Wilson.
Great game out of Garrett Wilson. Great game out of Justin Fields. Those are the guys I'm playing. On Dallas side of the ball, I'm happy to have George Pickens in the league because George Pickens right now is absolutely cooking after last week. I think that Dak understands the assignment. So I'm expecting a pretty big George Pickens game. Javonte Williams. Justin's not here, so can we just show him some love?
Oh, dude, he's a beast.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Dude, he
I
looks
think he's
good.
top six in scoring so far this year in a PPR.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he looks good. That's one of those guys that I was really high on this offseason, but I didn't get my hands on him anywhere. So
he's a guy I didn't even think about in the offseason. And except my only thought was, man, he's probably going to be good because he plays for the Cowboys. Nah, that was my thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, he went for cheap in all of our auction leagues, went late in regular. So it's just
the Cowboys always give us like a good fantasy running back. It might not be who we think, but usually they give us a good fantasy running back. But still, for whatever reason this year, we're like, nah.
Yeah.
And here he is putting up big numbers.
And week after week. And he wasn't even on my radar in any drafts. Like I saw his name come up, and I was just like, nah. I thought Blue would taken over by now, but apparently
this is his first game starting. Blue has been out all year. He's been inactive all year, and I guess he's supposed to be active this week. So we'll see how that plays out. But I assume that he's probably not going to get maybe a couple snaps. But they sound like he's going to be a kick returner. So
yeah, and I remember in training camp, before he even got an injury, one of his issues was he's just lazy. So
yep.
But we'll see what happens. Maybe things change as the season's gone on, and maybe he's gotten better. But it's nice that he's healthy though, so that'll make a difference because it'd be nice to see what he can do on the field.
Do you think people should rush out and grab him off the waiver?
No.
Yeah, I would just.
If you have a slot, you can grab him for a what if scenario.
Do you guys have do you guys know who the number one fantasy tight end is?
Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson.
Ferguson.
He's getting like 30 targets a game.
And I keep bringing up that I'm in a league where I have Trey McBride, and it was like the 14th round, and I seen there was a guy ahead of me that didn't have a tight end, so I just grabbed Ferguson just to be a jerk.
That's a good move. You want to have those tight ends are so hard to come by. If you could have a couple of them, those are really good trade chips later on for guys.
Yeah,
Ferguson's number one. McBride is number 3.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough position.
Yeah, I have a league where I have McBride and I had Tyler Warren, and I traded Tyler Warren and Marvin Harrison away for JSN. So just a way to package something up to get a upgrade at one of your positions.
You're really good at doing that. You're good at packaging together stuff and getting upgrades.
It's true.
It's one of your specialties. Moving on to Las Vegas, Indiana. I got the Colts in this game. Who do you guys have?
Colts. I got the Colts.
Yeah, Colts look good.
They look good.
But they did come back down to earth. So we'll see what's going to happen. Stump, receiver-wise, who you starting for the Colts this week? Are you starting the receivers?
Start Pittman. I just swooped up Josh Downs in the league. I'd really like to see him get going, but they're just not giving him the use. So it's kind of a wait and see on him. So I think the only wide receiver I'm starting is Pittman on the Colts.
Yeah. I have him in like 3 leagues, as you know.
I know. I wish I didn't trade him because I could really use him right now.
Yeah. The one league that you traded him in, it was our Empire League, and my team looked like it was undergoing a full rebuild. And now with CeeDee Lamb being out and George Pickens being the man over there now, and with you trading me Michael Pittman Jr. for Travis Kelce and me drafting Brock Bowers, I'm actually 3-1. So I really thought that. I was like pretty vocal about like I'm not going to win this league for like 7 years, but my team ain't looking bad now. It's actually looking pretty good. So we'll see what happens going into the buys, because that's the league where you have dudes that I got dudes on my team and I'm like, when did I pick this guy up? I don't even know who this guy is. It's one of those leagues. It's a deep league, very deep league. Got taxi squad and everything else. Jonathan Taylor, he's the man. Everyone's playing Jonathan Taylor. He's the third fantasy running back, averaging 22 points a game. Danny Dimes. I've never started Danny Dimes in my GE team, but I still holding on to him. I have 3 QBs now, just so no one else can get him.
Who have you started over him?
What's that?
Who have you started over him?
I've been starting Caleb Williams.
Oh, really?
And he's been putting up better numbers on him besides 1 week. And then and now I have Justin Fields that I picked up for $3. So it's Danny Dimes time, but now I want to put in Justin Fields.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Caleb Williams. So I didn't like him.
I don't love him. I don't love him either. But that's who I had, and that's who I rolled with, and it made sense up until this point.
Yeah,
buys are starting.
But you have Daniel Jones, right?
Yeah, but I'm going to start Justin Fields over Daniel Jones.
Oh no, but I'm saying, yeah, Caleb. I would have started.
Prior to that, I kept on wanting to start Danny Dimes. So week 1, I wanted to start Caleb because I didn't know who Danny Dimes was, and that's the week that Danny Dimes blew up on my bench.
Okay.
And every week since then, I've wanted to start Danny Dimes, but he's had like the similar or worse fantasy points than Caleb Williams every week, weeks 2 through 4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now Justin Fields' time because these idiots let me pick him up for $3. So I'm going to have to show some punishment there for them allowing me to do that.
It's true.
Yeah. So that's good. And there's a team in my guillotine league. There's a team that's just like my auction league where you had like James Conner and Neighbors and all these guys, and they were all out, and he had nobody to replace them with, so he just sucked it up and took his L last week. Like the rest of his team was like backups. Like he was done. Like he was just like, all right, guys, it's over. I can't remember who else. Oh, he had
Tyreek Hill.
No, I think he might have had Tyreek Hill, but gosh, the Pittsburgh running back
Warren.
Oh, yeah. So Warren. he had Jalen Warren, and that was like right before the game they said he wasn't playing, and he didn't really have anyone to put him in either. So he had like 3 starting positions that were just done for. So that's good. Miami, Carolina. I think that this is going to be a barn burner, guys. I don't know who's going to win this game. I want to say Carolina's going to win this game. I think everyone and their mom should go to the waiver wire right now and pick up Trevor Etienne and then try to trade him as if he's Travis Etienne to different people throughout the league.
I've noticed that you've had Trevor Etienne on your bench, and I was just waiting for an offer.
I know. I was going to do it. I was going to do it, and then I ended up having to drop him because I needed somebody else.
Remember that year where there was 2 David Johnsons?
There was also a year where there was 2 Adrian Petersons. There's Adrian Peterson for the Bears, and people kept picking him up and trying to trade him to people.
Yeah, the one year I got it done with the David Johnson replacement, but I backed it out because I was just messing around. That was a good time.
Wait, somebody accepted it?
Yeah. It was a year that I had David Johnson. It was in our league. I had David Johnson, and I picked up the other one. I think he played for Pittsburgh. And I offered it to somebody for like, I don't even remember who, but they accepted it. And then I texted them. I was like, hey, you realize what David Johnson just gave you, and they looked like, what the heck? So I was just like, I was just playing. So I backed it out, but yeah.
Good thing you're the commissioner. You can
It's
true. That or take that away.
Everyone go pick up Trevor Etienne. He's a buy low candidate. Pick him up and then just package him up as if he's Travis Etienne and try to get a serviceable player for him.
Trevor Etienne is a good player. I mean, he might be worth a start this week if you're desperate.
Yeah, he's actually, when you look at the waiver wire, ESPN grabs, he's actually towards the top of who you should pick up.
Yeah. Well, with Hubbard out, they're probably going to split the carries between Etienne and now I always forget the dude's name. Was the starter for the Cowboys last year?
Yeah, Dowdle. Yeah,
Rico.
Oh yeah.
So they'll probably split carries. So if you're desperate, it might be worth a pickup and play.
Well, there you go. And if you have Bijan Robinson who's on bye this week, then maybe you're one of those people that need to pick up somebody.
Maybe.
As I do have Bijan Robinson in a league where I'm not going to really be able to replace him with anything. So that's exciting news. Waddle, do you think Waddle's value's gone up or down with Tyreek Hill being gone?
I think his value's gone up. There's probably arguments for both sides. I mean, obviously Tyreek took a lot of coverage away, but I mean, Waddle's a good player. And if he starts getting more targets, I think it's going to be good for him. I'm actually trying to trade for him in multiple leagues. And I also own him in a league, and I feel pretty confident in him being a top 17 guy.
Yeah, I just hate the Dolphins as an organization right now. Whatever they're doing, I'm not digging it.
It's terrible.
And I was so excited about them like 2 years ago. I was like, wow, man, this is a fun team. And now I just feel the opposite. So Achane, obvious start. We're starting Waddle. I have to start stupid Tua because I literally am in a 2 QB league and I can't. There's like you guys just won't even. You guys all have like 6 QBs somehow. So there's nothing I can do about it. Actually, no, this is in a different league. You guys ain't even in this league, but this is even worse when it comes to the QBs. So I got to do that, and then obviously from this game, Tet's going to be starting.
Yeah. Tet, a buy low guy. People aren't really. I feel like seeing what he can actually do. I think that he's a guy you can go out and try to buy low right now.
Yeah, I think he could be a league winner. I think he could be. He's one of those league winner type guys because he went kind of late, and the only reason why I have him in multiple leagues is because of our empire, and I just did research on rookies because I had a 3rd pick, and when it came to my pick, I was either between him or Travis Hunter, and I was like, oh, well, I'm not taking a guy that's going to play defense at the time. I just I've never been sold on Travis Hunter, so grabbed Tet, and so now I had him, and so I just picked him up in other leagues because I realized that he could be like Mike Evans, of the Carolina Panthers, and so
he did have a couple drops last week, but I mean, other than that, he's been pretty consistent.
It happens to the best of us, dude. You and I fumbled this podcast just this morning. We fumbled the podcast. We started 20 minutes late.
That's right. So, forgot I coughed. That's right. But he, and that's in college. He was known for his hands, and that's why he was the top receiver taken. So,
I don't know who's going to win between Tampa Bay and Seattle. Like that's one game that I'm actually like, who's going to win this game? I think that it's probably going to be Tampa Bay, but I'm not like sold on it. I'm going to choose officially Tampa Bay, but I don't like it. I'm going to
choose Seattle.
You're going to choose Seattle.
I'm going to go with Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I just think quarterback wise, I like Baker Mayfield over
Darnold.
Gosh, what is his name?
Slinging Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I like.
Dude, I'm a fan of Slinging Sam Darnold. Obviously.
Yeah, I don't think he has that edge like Baker Mayfield does. That competitive.
This is the Rams Bowl, or this is the Carolina Bowl. Carolina Panthers.
That's
Bowl.
Right. When they were on the same team.
Yeah.
Remember when I took your job over? Yeah, I do.
That's true. Darnold
Man.
might have a chip on his shoulder for that one because I remember specifically the press conference when they asked him how he felt about Baker coming in and taking his job, and he was pissed.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Imagine being a Carolina Panther fan though, and knowing you have both of those guys on your team.
Yeah. And now you have like Walmart Kyler Murray as your starting quarterback.
Yeah. Oh man, brutal.
It's sad. It's a sad day. It's a sad day. In this game, JSN's a start. Which Seattle running back Stump are we starting this week?
Walker
for sure.
I'm always going to go Walker.
Seattle side. That's anyone else on the Seattle side that's startable.
I mean, if depending on what your running back situation is, Charbonnet. I mean,
yeah,
you never know what's going to happen with him, right?
Yeah, it's one of those dice throws. That's a that's a flex because you got somebody on by and you need to throw somebody in because you got no other option.
Yeah,
yep.
Situation. Tampa Bay side. What do you guys make of their wide receiver situation over there in Tampa Bay right now?
Oh man, dude, they got a dream situation. I mean, you want to have that problem because now you're going to have Mike Evans coming back. Chris Godwin just came back.
What was Godwin's role last week? Was it about what you guys expected?
He actually was
coming back.
He was on the field for like 86% of the snaps, which was surprising. And he didn't have a big game, but he did have 10 targets. So, I mean, I think that's promising as well. Yeah. So, Godwin's another guy that I'm kind of want to buy low on.
Yeah.
I think he'll fall back into the same role he had last year as soon as Evans is back still, and right now he's going to probably be getting a little bit more on the outside with Evans being out.
So far this season, Baker Mayfield, 904 passing yards. How many passing yards do you think Darnold has?
772.
Probably 850.
So Baker Mayfield has 904. Sam Darnold has 905.
Really?
Sam Darnold actually
that's surprising to me because he hasn't had that big of games. I guess maybe he's just not scoring touchdowns.
It's all been pretty even keeled. But then you go down to the team that both players played for, the Panthers, a few years ago. Bryce Young, how many passing yards does he have?
400. I have no idea. Probably seven.
He's at 753. So I just love looking at the stats between like who made a bad mistake, and I think the Bears made a mistake at QB.
I do too.
I also think the Panthers made a mistake at QB. So I think Justin Fields is. I'd rather have him than Caleb Williams on any team, honestly.
Yeah, they gave up on him way too quick.
I mean, I literally replaced Caleb Williams with Justin Fields on my fantasy guillotine team. That's how strong I feel about that.
I would have done the same thing.
Speaking of two QBs that don't have a lot of yards, move on to the Titans and the Cardinals. Cam Ward only has 614 passing yards this season, and Kyler Murray has less than Bryce Young. And I just called Bryce Young the Walmart Kyler Murray, but I think Kyler Murray might be the Walmart Kyler Murray. Unfortunately, but I mean, I think he does have a few rushing touchdowns this week. Let's start with Arizona because everyone on their team is injured. By everyone, I mean both of their running backs. So, who are we starting at running back this week? Is he worth a grab? Is he worth a pickup? Probably already picked up in every league that we're in. But who are we picking up for running back with the Cardinals?
I think you got to throw a dart at either one of them that's available. I grabbed DeMercado in a PPR league, hoping that he's going to kind of fill in the passing downs role and maybe get a couple carries as well.
Okay.
Personally, I think DeMercado came in to the game last week, so he's got to be a little bit higher on their list. But it sounds like Carter is going to be the starter. But it's like you're getting no information from the Cardinals on what their roles are.
You think Carter is going to be the starter because he's better, or do you think he's going to be the starter because Carter Ryan's a starter? If you had to guess.
Because he run.
Right.
I think Carter's going to be the starter because his name rhymes with starter.
100%. It's a guarantee.
Yep, agreed.
That's got to be their thinking.
It just sounds like a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah.
Wait. We're talking about the Cardinals, right? Not the Panthers organization.
We're talking about
The Panthers organization definitely would go that route.
That's true. That's true.
Just by what they've been doing, or the Bears, I guess. The Bears too. I mean, either one of those organizations, they're garbage.
Yeah.
The garbage.
Marvin Harrison Jr., man, I want to trade him in every league I have him in.
Yeah.
I don't know why Kyler Murray hates him. I'm not sure if Kyler Murray hates him or if he just hates himself. Either way, fantasy-wise, he's not a dud. Like, I wouldn't say, like, he's not startable because he is. It's just that he's not what I expected him to be. And I thought that we were going to see him take off this season versus last season. And that just has not happened. I mean, right now he's ranked the 26th wide receiver in fantasy and PPR leagues. So he's a legit flex option at this point.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, I feel like your opportunity to trade him just happened because he did have he had his biggest game of the season. And I know people want to believe in him. I know I want to believe in him, but it's just hard because he just has been such a lackluster player so far this year. You know, you're expecting the big year 2 jump, and Kyler Kyler sucks, in my opinion. I just think he's terrible at getting the ball to the playmakers.
Just hard hitting
Peppers
right there. You're like, Kyler Murray sucks.
Dude, he just peppers Trey McBride. I mean, I think he's a good fantasy quarterback because he does get rushing yards, and that's always a positive. But he just, I mean, there's been so many plays where he missed a wide open Marvin Harrison in the middle of the field because his short ass can't see over his lineman, And, obviously Harrison has had some drops, but not that many,
Oh, we're just listening to you talk. You said his short ass can't see over his lineman.
How tall is he, though?
He's like, what is he, 5'11"? He's like the same height as me, man, in real life.
Because Drew Brees was short, too.
Drew Brees is 6 feet.
Never had the issue.
I think Kyler Murray might be 5'10". He might literally be shorter. I think him and Bryce Young are both 5'10".
Yeah, they are. And you see the problem.
Yeah. Drew Brees was short, but he was like 6 feet. So he's short for a QB, but he was very average.
I thought he was smaller than that.
He probably was, but it said 6 feet on his.
Well, the same thing with Kyler. If it says 5'10", he's probably 5'8".
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he just has a problem throwing down the middle of the field, and I think that's where Harrison would do the most damage, and it's just, he's just not able to get in the ball there. So I think, I don't know. I obviously have hope in Harrison because I think he's a good player.
Dude, he's available in every league that I own him in. So put together a package, send it over.
I got a package for you.
Yeah.
I'll send you a little offer.
Do you think it's an issue, like a coaching issue though? Maybe because
I don't think Kyler Murray is coachable. I think in real life he might be an asshole in real life.
Well, that might be true, but I think Sean Payton did well with Drew Brees is getting him outside of that line so he could see downfield, right? And he still had the protection.
Dude, Drew Brees was another. I was just thinking about this yesterday. Drew Brees was like he was an alien. He was like another. He was just not that. He was not a normal human being.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched coaches film of NFL players, like where the camera's like right behind them?
Yeah.
And I watched Drew Brees and just throwing to shit that there was no receiver there, and it made no sense. And then like Jimmy Graham would like pop into the picture and catch the rock. And like he'd be throwing stuff like the defender's like cutting this way, and he'd like put the ball like right on the defender's shoulder, and like someone would pop in and grab the rock. Michael Thomas, like this dude is just like unreal.
And I think that comes with trusting who you're throwing the ball to. if you trust they're going to be in the spot. And it seems like, I don't know, we're kind of going on a rabbit hole, but I just don't think Kyler has that trust in anyone because he's not hitting anyone like that. And I don't know if that's a him problem or receivers, but I think Marvin Harrison,
receivers.
Yeah, and I think that's something you have to work on with your receivers, and I don't know what the deal is with that.
Yeah, pretty weird, pretty wild. Titans side of the ball, we're not starting any of the Titans, or are you?
I have a couple leagues where I'm starting. Is it Elick a Manor or however you say his name? I have a couple leagues where I'm starting
like 16-man leagues or something.
Well, the deeper leagues, where you got two flexes. It's not a where you can throw a quarterback in there. So a super flex. So yeah, I mean, if you can start 4 wide receivers, that's the way I go. I do two running backs, and then I always have 4 receivers in my lineup. So
I'm watching as Shebass's son just goes through his window, blinds him to the point where we can barely see him, and now he's leaning so close to the camera that he has no ears. He just if you're watching this online, like Shebass is earless right now. It's like he leans
I can't
back,
get these blinds to shut.
He's leading his life, and then he leans forward, and he just looks like a little green screen on point.
I can't get these blinds to shut, Dad. So I have to figure this out because I haven't done a Saturday morning here. I've done Monday nights here, but never a Saturday morning. So
well, now you know better. All you gotta do, guys. All you gotta do. It's simple. Just order like $10,000 worth of studio equipment and put it in your spare bedroom, like everyone. Like
it's just $10,000.
Come on, guys, get with the program here.
Only players I'm starting on the Titans is Pollard.
Yeah, and even Pollard, because isn't Pollard who's their other running back?
Tajay Spears.
Yeah.
Isn't he coming back?
I think he's coming back. Yeah, it's first week back. I'd still start Pollard, but
so Spears is coming back. So Spears is coming back. So you can still start Pollard if you had to start running back, but I don't know what to think about that situation. And they're not winning any games this year. So it's pretty sad. But one thing that we know for sure is that they do get the number 1 overall pick. They're probably still going to leave that for the Saints to grab the top QB.
It's true.
Because they already got themselves a QB that they believe in. Washington and the Chargers. I don't even want to keep repeating myself here, guys. But when I'm looking at wide receiver rankings, where do you think Johnston ranks right now, position rank wise on ESPN?
1,
right? 6, 7
PPR league.
6, 7, 4 maybe.
He ranks 4th.
Yeah, 4th,
behind only Nakua, Amon-Ra, and Adun.
Yeah. Okay.
Really destroying my lad shares this year.
Yeah, it's just freaking wild that this dude is the guy over there. It honestly, like, it makes no sense. I'm baffled. He's averaging 20 points a game.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere because he had last season a lot of drops, and that was kind of fell out of favor with Herbert. So everybody kind of just was like, okay, McConkey's his guy, and now he's not dropping the ball anymore. He's got the speed.
He's getting crazy target share too.
Yeah,
and wasn't he getting crap when he first got drafted because they had him calling his mom and telling his mom to quit her job?
I don't know about that.
I don't remember that.
I thought it was him. He was like, I thought it was him that was like, he like calls his mom. He's like, you ain't got to work no more and stuff like that.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He ain't wrong.
He was a first round pick.
Yeah.
But you gotta love Hampton this week. we gotta love. So I mean, is Johnson going to be your guy? Do you believe in Johnson, or are we just saying he's had a pretty good 4 weeks here? Are you still going with Ladd McConkey here?
Well, I mean,
I would go.
I'm still going with Ladd McConkey because he does have the ability to have big games, but I think if I could trade Ladd for Johnson, I probably would.
Oh, because he is the name, so you might be able to with some idiot in some league. You never know. And so I just know that whoever has Johnson, he's a league winner. I mean, these are the league winners. These are the guys that went late or got picked off the waiver wire, and all of a sudden they're just cooking.
Yeah.
And so Pickens, which we're not even on that game, but I just want to bring it up, is somehow 7th wide receiver right now. It's literally from 1.5 games worth of production.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had a huge week last week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it takes because a lot of these guys aren't having huge weeks. They're just having like 20 point. I think Pickens had like 28 points last week.
Yeah. I mean, brought his average up to like almost 19 points a game.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Commander side of the ball. What do we have for injury updates on their receiver front? Quarterback front.
Daniels is playing.
Yep.
Doesn't look like McLaurin's going to play this week.
Okay.
So fire up Debo.
I got to put Debo in anyways because I got a Doomsday in a league, and I took Debo out last week, and I regretted it because Debo actually had a decent week. So, firing up Debo in that league, and then running back wise, do you trust any running back over there? You guys playing Bill Krosky?
No.
Mm-mm.
I'd like him on my bench, but I'm not ready to play him yet. There's 3 running backs, and they're giving them like all carries. And it's like randomly who they give the most carries to, and it has yet to be Bill. So
who you guys have? We didn't even go over games or the Tennessee Arizona. You guys got Arizona or Tennessee? We're gonna go Arizona. I'm gonna go Arizona on that one.
Arizona.
And on this game, I'm gonna go Chargers.
Chargers and who?
Chargers.
I'm
gonna go Commanders.
I'm gonna go Washington.
See, and I just think the Chargers are going to be just pissed that they lost last week. They're going to be irate. They're going to be irate that they lost to Jackson Dart. And they're going to be physical, and they're going to win. You just have this angelic glow now, Shepley.
I know, he looks like a ghost right now.
Lock in. Can you imagine if you were because John Shepley, Shebass is starting his own business podcast. Can you imagine if you were the only one on screen right now?
Does that look better?
There you go. That looks way better.
Now I can see you guys. I could not see you. I could barely see you guys because of that glare from that fucking sun. I mean, that damn sun. God, it's annoying.
An Amazon list of all the stuff you should buy.
Shades,
for
sure.
If you
put a sheet up, bro.
I have blackout curtains over there on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. There's brackets over there where I could hang something over there. I just got to find it.
I do blackout curtains just so I can, if I'm ever in a situation where I want to 100% control the light, I'll do it. But then a lot of times I open the curtains and I open the shades because I like the natural light coming in. I think it looks better in here. Right now they're closed.
I don't know why, but it feels like Shebass just is like, I'm gonna pull up in this crack den and I'm gonna do a pod in here real quick. He doesn't have fucking shades on their window.
Well, they're there. They're there. They don't work. Apparently, they've been cut.
Oh,
so at some point,
they're there. They're only 3 inches long.
It was probably my kids that probably cut them at some point when they were over here at Kathy's Uncle Fred's house. And I'm sure that's what happened because that's what happened to all of our blinds. They all got cut by our kids. I don't know why they cut them, but they did.
Your kids just go around cutting drapes? There's like, I'm going to cut these drapes.
I assume it's the spinny blinds.
Yeah, and where you got to pull the string.
They're like, I'm going to cut this. I'm going to go ahead and cut this string. And now they no longer.
Frank, dude, we're going to cut this string. And no one's ever going to be able to use these blinds again.
Our kids aren't nearly as wild as I was when I was a kid. So,
all right,
Yeah,
let's move on to the.
I didn't
let's
cut
move on
blinds.
to
I cut other shit.
the pick and pool game of the week here. We're gonna go Lions Cincinnati. I think that a lot of people are gonna be picking the Lions in their survivor pool this week.
That's who I went with.
Yeah. So, are you playing your Lions? You're playing all your Lions this week, aren't you, Stump?
Yeah.
You're playing them all.
Every single one of them.
Every single one of them. Jamar Chase on the other side of the ball, I have him in a league and I have to start him, and he's literally been putting up nothing. And Justin doesn't want to mention this, but I explicitly texted him as I was drafting the team. Said, hey, dude, I got the first number 1 pick overall, and something's telling me to draft Justin Jefferson. I want to draft Justin Jefferson. He goes, dude, don't think about it. Don't overthink it. He's like, Chase is going to have a way bigger year than Justin Jefferson. I know we're only 5 weeks in.
Well, is Chase not having a bigger year than Justin Jefferson? I think that he probably is.
No, I don't think he is.
Chase had like a 30-some point game.
So they're not even that far off. Justin Jefferson's averaging 15 and a quarter. Chase is averaging 14.3. Justin Jefferson is the 15th top receiver right now, position rank wise in a PPR league. Jamar Chase is 18. So they're actually not too far off each other, if I'm being honest.
You should have took Puka, bro.
Yeah, obviously.
What were you thinking?
In hindsight, I should have took Johnston.
You should have took Puka, Johnston, or Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking.
It's crazy the amount of targets that Puka's gotten, though. I mean, that's...
Could take JSN. JSN would have been a better option. These big name guys, they're not performing this year. Are you guys playing Chase Brown this week?
Yeah.
Okay, Chase Brown. We're probably not touching T. Higgins, I don't think.
I'm not.
Yeah, unless you're not playing T. Higgins.
Yeah. It's
moving on to New England and Bills. I got New England winning this game. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's
you got
when I was doing my survivor, I'm like, which one is a guarantee? And I was like, gosh, the Bills, you want to say that they are, and they probably will win, but this is one of those games that they're going to lose. You know, you feel like they're going to lose because at home against division rival.
Yep, at home against division rival. And Drake May, we don't know. He's just getting better and better. He's averaging right now 21 fantasy points per game. He is the 5th QB on ESPN position ranks. Josh Allen's number 1, by the way. But Drake May is literally only averaging 3 points less per game fantasy-wise. And I think that Drake May has some potential to be one of these guys that ends up getting drafted early next year. I mean, he's doing better than Jalen Hurts this year. And this week, with Lamar Jackson being out, who knows? He probably will pass him up. Who knows? So I'm just going to roll the dice on the Patriots. Fantasy-wise, we're playing Hunter Henry. We're playing Drake May. I don't know if I'm playing anyone else on the Patriots. I mean, I have to mention my favorite receiver duo, Diggs and Booty. But I don't think I'm starting either one of them.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the situation, Diggs started getting more targets last week, so he could be a play.
Yeah, hit over 100.
Well, it's kind of funny because if I say I like Drake May, he's got to throw the ball to somebody.
Yeah.
But you just don't know who he's going to target.
Yeah.
What's that?
You don't know who he's going to target. So
he's just too good.
It's tough to.
You don't know who he's going to pass the ball to.
Yeah.
And what's funny about that is that the Buffalo side of the ball kind of feels the same way. I mean, we love Josh Allen, but we're just not in love with their receivers.
Right.
So it's a Stephon Diggs revenge game. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, that might be worth a start right there.
Yeah, you're right. Now that I say it out loud, it might be worth a Stephon Diggs start revenge game against his former team. We're starting James Cook, or are you guys benching James Cook this week? I'm just kidding.
bench his ass.
James Cook right now, the number 2 fantasy running back. behind only Christian McCaffrey and the famous S. Matlock, who just pops up on ESPN position ranks as number 2 no matter what.
That's true. You should pick him up.
Yeah. Meanwhile, dude, when you look at his actual position, it's a defensive tackle.
This is on ESPN.
Yeah. Well, and it's slash running.
Not surprising. Not surprising. If you ever watch any games on ESPN, their scores are always messed up, and ESPN's a mess.
Well, ESPN is owned by Disney, and
that's why they're a mess.
And did you hear about the scam? This is completely off topic with NFL Network. It's like NFL Network NFL Network is different from the NFL, right? And NFL Network was sold to
Disney.
Yeah, it was like sold, but then it's part of the deal. Like they get like certain percentage of ESPN or something like that. And so the scam is now they're basically owned by the same entity. Like they have partial ownership of each other. So therefore, so that's what it was. NFL Network got sold to Disney, and in exchange, the NFL, like as a league, gets like 20% of ESPN or something like that. I'm really screwing this up. But so now the thought is that they're not going to be able to talk bad about certain things anymore. So like on ESPN, you're not going to get like that. Like they're going to also, you're going to see them like not talk as much about concussions, right? Because they got like 20% ownership from the NFL. And someone at the NFL office can be like, whoa. Like, let's not talk about the CTE thing anymore. Like, let's back off this. So it's just
that's messed up.
It's just what makes the independent analysis, like what we have here at Fantasy Banter HQ, even more important. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but we have no ownership in the NFL or ESPN or any of Disney.
Yeah.
And you can tell by the fact that Shebass is recording live from an abandoned house right now, where he has no blind. Like he has no ownership of anything.
Blinds with no lines to raise the blind or lower the blinds.
Yes, but on the positive side, you don't need a ring light. So there you go.
That's right.
We're going to move on to the last game that we're going to talk about today, which is Nuts' favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh.
Which say the best for last. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to take the Chiefs. They're on a 2-game win streak. Who are you guys taking?
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Jacksonville's 3-1.
Are they at Kansas City?
They're at Jacksonville, I believe.
Road game. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Chiefs.
I'm going to take the Chiefs as well. I like how you thought, like you acted like the road game thing mattered. You're like, oh, it's a road game. I'm still going with the Chiefs.
Well, they got the whole Duval thing. So that might factor in. You guys know what that is?
No.
That's the county they're in.
Yeah, it's the county.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought for some reason, it was some dude that maybe put a lot of money in or was like a big fan of the Jaguars. And then I Googled it. And it was like, it's the county.
I actually know a guy with the last name Duval. So that's exactly what I was thinking as well. Wide receiver wise, who's starting with Kansas City?
Worthy.
Yeah, definitely Worthy.
My son had James Worthy in his league, and he wanted to drop him when he got hurt. He almost dropped him.
He had who? James Worthy?
James Worthy, former power forward for the Los Angeles Lakers back in 1985.
Nobody. Just high point the ball. He gets it every time.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think Xavier Worthy should just wear those goggles that James Worthy used to wear, just because
under his helmet. Yeah, I think Worthy's the only start for receivers, and then obviously Kelsey, and then Mahomes. I don't think I'd start any of the running backs.
I have to start Pacheco in the league. He's literally the only thing I got.
It's horrible.
And
what we're learning here is you do not draft depth whatsoever.
Well, I'm not expecting my whole team to get injured. So
I don't think anybody does, but You gotta
Well,
have
and
some
Pacheco,
depth there,
you thought
Cory.
Pacheco was depth coming into
Yeah,
the season.
it's true.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
I
he
don't know
was.
why they're not using him, and they keep rolling out Hunt out there, dude. Hareem Cunt.
He's like 80 years old
Dude,
with a history of being violent.
he's like a lumbering running back, too. I'm like, dude, watching him run, I'm like,
Have you
how
ever
old
seen
is this dude?
Have you ever seen the famous video that came out at the time of Kareem Hunt getting pulled over in Cleveland? And they got the dash.
Wasn't he like, don't you know who
No.
I am or something like that?
Yeah, so Kareem Hunt ends up losing his job. What's funny about that is so I drafted Kareem Hunt and I drafted Cook, both as rookies in our Empire League. And then I went on a cruise and I was cooking. I was in the playoffs and I had those guys in, and Kareem Hunt ends up getting suspended for like beating a girl or whatever happened to him. And I was on a cruise ship, so I couldn't even do nothing because at the time, like, I couldn't connect to the internet or anything. So I had to go through the playoffs with one running back. Somehow I still won that game. But I remember sitting in the bar on the cruise ship with my beer, and I'm all happy to watch the games. And then it just like pops up like breaking news: Kareem Hunt is like, dropped. He was like cut from the Chiefs or whatever. So then flash forward to the next season, the Chiefs end up winning the Super Bowl, right? And Kareem Hunt gets pulled over and he's got weed on him. And the cop is like, "Oh my gosh, you're Kareem Hunt," And he's like, "Man," he's like basically like about to cry, saying like how he was supposed to be, "Man, I was supposed to be there, man." He's talking about how he was supposed to be in the Super Bowl. He was supposed to have a Super Bowl ring now, but he doesn't. And he's like, "Just let me go." And the cop ended up letting him go. But then the funny thing is the cop ends up releasing the dash cam footage later. I don't know who did that. And so then we got to see Kareem Hunt vulnerable position there, begging the cop for forgiveness, talking about how bad his life sucks because he got cut from the Chiefs and they won the Super Bowl.
Hey, what better team to go to than the Browns?
Yeah.
If you have
Right?
a criminal history, Browns, dude.
Yeah.
Every time.
Cleveland's where it's at. Mm-hmm.
They're like, Watson, you're in trouble for like 25 cases of getting a fucking rub and tug.
Yeah.
Here's 160 mil.
160,
So
230 mil.
Was it?
When you're a criminal, you got the Browns here, and then you got the Raiders here. So like, you really want to go to the Raiders, but if you're not going to the Raiders, I'll take the Browns.
Yeah, that's true. Or if you're a really good running back, you want to make sure that you end up on the Patriots because they will treat you like you are this expendable, like you're nothing. Like they will make sure that you don't get enough carries to get paid. There's like,
it's true.
We are not paying running backs, and if we start seeing that you're good, you're not coming in the game. Like we're going to replace you with somebody else because we will not pay you. So
that's the Patriot way, man.
That's the Patriot way right there.
Yeah, that's what this country was founded on.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, Bill Belichick's career was founded on Tom Brady, and that's very apparent because Belichick's learning right now, and I think the entire world is learning that he's not the he's not the coach. I don't think that people thought he was. I think that was all Tom Brady.
It's true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, but he does have that 24-year-old girlfriend, and they're on the cover of Us Weekly this week together.
Yeah,
literally with their grandpa. It's pretty.
She comes down to the sideline to make out with him right before every game.
And he's not even like an attractive older guy. He's like a hideous old man.
Yeah,
Clearly she's in it for love.
Yeah.
That man.
She's like, you guys don't know this, but Bill has a hammer on him.
It's hardcore. That's it for the games. I mean, you guys want to mention Jacksonville side really quick because we just made fun of the Chiefs and then we just moved on.
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to still remain hopeful for Brian Thomas Jr. Hunter, I think, is droppable. Obviously, you're still firing up ETN. He's looked really good. And I know Tootin's kind of coming on, but I don't think he's going to overtake him. I think he might get more carries, but I think that will kind of come with them running the ball more. I don't think he's going to take ETN's job.
Yeah, Yeah, I wouldn't even stash or put him in a lineup,
No.
even in a deeper league. I would just keep him if you can. If you got room on your bench, just keep him on the bench for right now because you never know. At some point, ETN could go down or something.
Yep.
But,
Maybe probably play him over Pacheco, but
right.
Yeah, unless you're me,
sure.
it's your only option. So. Maybe Kareem Hunt will get pulled over before this game, and they will, they'll hold him for much longer so Pacheco can get more carries.
The thing that's crazy about that is Pacheco looks better than Hunt. I don't know what their affinity is with Kareem. I mean, he looks
drafted the guy.
He looks like
they got some love for the guy. I mean, he's like you said, the
they
fact that
cut
he's
him, dude.
in the league. Dalvin Cook has been forced out of the league for multiple years, and they got drafted the same year.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Maybe it's the little things. Maybe Kareem Hunt does more of the little things that, somebody just watching the game isn't picking up on.
Yeah.
On the stat sheets, but
I think they realized that Pacheco's feet look like he's on Scooby-Doo, like running from door to door, and he keeps running one door and like another door, like the other side.
And they keep spinning.
Yeah, there's just like dust. His legs are moving, but his body's not moving anywhere. And then wait a second, we thought he was running fast because we're just looking at his foot speed.